Let's not kid ourselves, Felix Auger Aliassime has had a bad season. His record in 2023 is 22 wins and 18 losses. He got bounced in the first round of the French Open, Wimbledon and the US Open. During this season there was only one Masters tournament where he was able to win more than one match. Basically, this season has been one to forget. But what if I told you that Felix was able to do something that even someone like Daniil Medvedev was not able to do? Felix Auger Aliassime actually defended his title from 2022 in Basel, and you can't tell me that anyone expected this, but at the same time you can't say that this title run wasn't deserved. In the quarterfinal match against Alexander Shevchenko, the Canadian had to save a match point on opponent's serve. In the semis he steamrolled over Holger Rune, and in the finals Felix clutched up and won 2 tiebreaks against the tiebreak connoisseur Hubert Hurkacz. Yes, I know that Hubi didn't look well physically, but still, dub is a dub, and you don't even have to be a fan of Felix to feel happy for him. Auger Aliassime has been criticized this whole season for his play on court, but in a way I think that people criticize him so much because they know that he can play great tennis. He has shown it before, and at the age of 23 everyone understands that there is still so much untapped potential that Felix can reach, and maybe I'm being too optimistic or naive, but I think that Felix is one of those guys that people would love to see him succeed. Obviously this title run is not enough to save the whole season, but it will cushion the free fall that he is about to experience after the Paris Masters and ATP Finals. But moving on from one heartwarming story to one that is heartbreaking, WTA Finals are underway. By the way, that's not the heartbreaking part. What's heartbreaking is that how much disrespect the ladies receive for no fault of their own. To give an example, world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka beat Maria Sakkari convincingly 6-love, 6-1. I'm not denying that it's not an ideal scoreline for the year-end finals, but that's tennis, things like that happen, and to be honest, the first set at least wasn't that lopsided as the result suggests. Sakkari was actually in tears in the middle of the second set, and if you are an empathetic person you would at least feel for the person involved. But unfortunately when something like that happens on the WTA tour, it works like a bad signal for weird motherfuckers who talk crap and always compare it to the men's tour. Newsflash buddy, the same thing has happened at the ATP Finals, and it will happen in the future because that's tennis, that's sports, crushing defeats happen. By the way, I'm not saying that you should support WTA because if you don't then you are a bad person. I'm not saying that. As a matter of fact, you should provide criticism when it's warranted, but all I'm saying is that you can do that without being an asshole about it. What were your takeaways from the last week in tennis? Comment it down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, take it easy, my friend.